Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known out the league for their fearsome running backs. Nothing could be finer than a run by Ernest Biner and a big Kevin Mack attack. We got Bernie the Kid, and I'm glad we did. He's as talented as he is cool. In the clutch is quite a twosome when he throws to Ozzie Newsome. Brian Brennan, Webster Slaughter too. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns have got a defense that can really rock the place. Tell your runners and receivers that they're gonna be believers when the dogs are getting in their face. There's Golden from Johnson, Clancy Hairston, and a couple 100 pounds of clay. Now when Chris starts rocking, Frank and Hampton start barking, they'll be dogging you all the way. They're the bad Cleveland Browns.
All right, live from the media lot. Here we are. Start some interviews. See what Browns fans do on a typical Sunday afternoon.
First thing first, you got to pay $25 to get in. Sometimes 50.
$25 just to park here. And the city acts like they're strapped for cash. Let's see, we're gonna head over to this tailgate right here. See a couple of our friends.
We do not own the copyrights to this music.
Here he is. We got our friend Easy Dog here. This guy, he's a lifer, he's a regular, he knows what's going on. Oh, he's getting down on the stripper pole?
Is this live? No,
not yet.
It's taped. This is definitely taped. This is your documentary?
Do we have permission to use you on air, sir?
Yes, you do. Do I need to sign my life away? Kiss my ass, right?
Whoa. I think we were going to get that far into it.
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Where's Sicko at?
He's here.
What's up? Go Browns!
All right, Ed, we want to ask you a couple questions if you don't mind. Start off with the easy one.
I'm easy. I am easy.
He's Easy Dog. We got easy questions.
All right.
What players will be critical for today's game?
Mayfield and Ward. As long as they're playing hard, everybody else will.
That's a fine answer. Well thought out. Okay.
Ready.
Give us your Browns fan resume real quick. How long have you been coming down here and what's on today's menu?
I've been coming down for 25 years. I've been tailgating 17 of those 25 years. Season ticket holder for 8 of those. Today's menu is steak, potato bites, and turkey breast.
Wow. I think we got burgers. Okay. Final and most important question. Give us your prediction for today's game.
Is Sturmack going to come to the game? Not sure. It's questionable.
Okay. If he does come and the game does go on as planned, what's your prediction? What's the score? Give it to us.
Predictions: the Browns going to win by 6.
27-21.
Oh, total score. It's going to be 14-18.
Well, that's by 4.
Oh, by 4. Oh. I started drinking already. I'm not drunk enough.
People get here early.
I bounce out when I'm drunk. Yeah.
We don't ask
That's a good score. By 4.
We don't ask Ed to do math. That's fine. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
It's Easy Dog
Go
from the
Browns,
lot.
man. Woo! Yeah.
interviews. See what Browns fans do on a typical Sunday afternoon.
First thing first, you got to pay $25 to get in. Sometimes 50.
$25 just to park here. And the city acts like they're strapped for cash. Let's see, we're gonna head over to this tailgate right here. See a couple of our friends.
I'm in the slideshow, but
You guys see me?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks, episode 1 of season 6. And believe it or not, we still are having technical difficulties.
technical difficulties. Oh my!
So we might have slides tonight, we might not. There's some quotes in there. There's the rookies, the rookie class from our draft. There's all of our opponents this year. There's a special predictions page for our upcoming game versus Carolina. In the meantime,
Speaking of opponents, week 1.
if you guys want to come in, you go to zoom.us and hit 599-401-010. You can see that link at the top of our page here. Let me make it a little bit brighter so you guys can see it. But you guys can get your predictions in below in the chat. You can say hello in the chat. You can tell us what to say, and we'll call it out and give you a shout out.
Oh, okay. Sharing is unavailable. That's because John's going.
Is that what it... Does it really say sharing is unavailable on your screen?
It did on mine, but that's probably because John already opened the slides.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
We'll
All
see.
right.
All right. I made that a little bit whiter for everyone. So there's the Zoom code. You go to zoom.us and 599-401-010.
Not that big.
Does it really say bring up the chat here.
We have a delay.
Tom Pickett says loud and clear and looking good. That's what we like to hear, and thanks for tuning in. Seamus says this sucks already. We'll see you at 8.
Crazy. You know?
Oh, working.
Bother to show up.
Working. And Liz is watching too. What's up, Liz? John's back. John looks a little bit like Anthony Lima tonight, doesn't he?
He looks like somebody. I don't know if it's Lima, though. Somebody familiar. Maybe a little bit like Lima, sure. Not Ken Carmen.
Oh, right. Man.
Still looking for slides, I guess.
So, while he's doing that, let's talk about the suspension. What's QQ Spa?
That is a massage parlor in Painesville. Thought it was apropos for tonight.
That's so funny. I was just going to ask, what were your thoughts on how the Deshaun Watson situation went down and the number of games and stuff like that?
Look, honestly, we all wanted the 6, right? I thought the 6 was fair. Based on what she said, the judge, what she said based on how they had ruled in previous cases. Hi, Brian.
What's up, Jimmy?
And,
Can you guys?
of course, the NFL does what it does, and then they just come back and they just throw that shit out the window. And
well, they wanted more. They wanted a full season and an indefinite suspension where he has to beg and grovel to be put back in.
The whole dog and pony show is a complete waste of time. It makes them look stupid.
The owners finally gave in and agreed to 11 games and a $5 million fine. Because they didn't want their dirty laundry to be dragged through federal court, which the union said they would do.
Right. I guess.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Question mark.
Siege of Yorktown. I do think that we all need to get Yorkshire jerseys and turn the upper dog pound into Yorkshire. What do you think?
God.
Like Loudville.
Yeah. Yeah. We could have hobbits up there and wizards.
Never mind our other players. We want
We got a kicker. We got a kicker.
So glad I joined.
Hey, at least I think we actually might have a kicker finally. For the first time in about 20 years at least.
Hey, well, when we're losing 14-9, that'll be great.
14-9. Yeah, I don't think there's 6-point field goals, but yeah.
Well, if he kicks 3 of them, we get 9 points.
Attempt a 50-yard field goal without having to know it's going to miss before we kick it.
Right, and we can even attempt a 60-yarder.
Yeah.
If it's late in the game and we're not moving the ball real well because of our backup quarterback for 11 games.
Indeed. And we might have to. Exactly. We might have to win some low-scoring games.
At what point do we start referring to him as our starting quarterback? Because that's what we got for 11 games.
Look, he is the starter. So.
Liz says football so excited. Tom says NFL hates the Browns. And Liz again says Browns against the NFL. Let's go.
Did I miss the quotes? Please tell me I missed the quotes.
Oh, no. John can't get the slides.
Oh, that's a shame.
So we're all missing the quotes.
Wow. I'm sure you had a bunch of doozies.
Oh, I had some doozies. I can, if I had them, I could read them to you.
Try it again. I could try it.
Well, then that means we have some downtime. What's going to be on the menu for this the home opener against the Jets? Anybody got any ideas?
That's easy.
The Jets.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, the home opener.
I'm just jumping ahead because this game is, we don't even have quotes.
And Brian usually gives everybody what this show is predicted by, and I am not predicted by, but sponsored by Lake Erie Water.
This week's show is brought to you by the Beast.
I didn't have a chance to get anything.
Oh, I love the Beast.
All right, I'm gonna read this quote. I'm gonna read this quote.
Okay.
Obviously, in my mind, I don't really count last year just because of the injuries and stuff like that. I've improved each year about taking care of the ball.
Baker Mayfield.
Well, he has the slides in front of him, so yeah.
I don't have the slides. I can't put them up.
So what do you guys think about that? He doesn't count last year, do we?
He doesn't count at all anymore. So moving right along.
All right. We all know Baker, so I don't know what to expect.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm going to say that's Myles Garrett.
I'll go Nick Chubb.
You're such a fucking cheater. You got the
I did not cheat. I did not cheat.
All right, moving on. Yeah, so that was Nick Chubb on facing Baker Mayfield and what he might have in store for the Browns on Sunday. Nick said, we all know Baker, so I don't know what to expect. Now, I wonder if he was talking about...
I listen to enough 92.3 The Fan that I get the press conferences. So
and the 2020s or whatever.
Don't accuse me of cheating. I just happen to know.
So what do we think? Is that shade at Baker, or is that just talking about his antics during the game, kind of like they did with the Hugh Jackson game? Or is that really throwing shade, like you really don't know what to expect when Baker's on the field?
You said that was Nick Chubb?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy to throw shade, period.
I know.
No, Nick Chubb wouldn't. No.
And let's face it, they're on opposite sides of the ball anyway. It's not like he faces him.
Is Baker going to hand Stefanski a football after he throws it, or after he runs it in for a touchdown, kind of like they did against Hugh Jackson?
I doubt that they would let him get that close to him.
Any crotch grabs? Probably not, right?
Is he going to do his air thing, his air drum thing in the air tonight?
Maybe.
Well, if history has taught us anything, he'll probably be grabbing his shoulder, not his crotch.
Is he going to dab up Stefanski after the game?
I'm sure they'll probably, meet at midfield, and there'll be hugs and high fives and fist bumps. And
Really?
I would think in pregame when they're all out there, they'll go over, and some guys will say hi, and these guys will say hi. And
Joel Petonio's his buddy.
Baker going to come out and dab up the coach.
They'll exchange some pleasantries before the game, just like they always do.
Right.
Maybe a little bro hug here and there, and a good luck, and then it's fuck off. You're on the other side. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, it's Baker. You never know what he might do. Oh.
All right, here's another one for you. I wasn't here with him last year, so I don't care.
Oh,
Okay, are you guys going to accuse me of cheating if I know this?
well,
I listened to the whole press conference in the last 2 days. I know what it is.
I don't remember that one.
well, how about this? If you know it, don't just scream it out. Let someone else take a shot at it.
Thanks, Foot.
Well, what the fuck?
All right, I know what it is.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Take a stab at that
I
one.
wasn't here with him last year, so I don't care.
I know. I'm trying to think who would say that. Oh, Amari Cooper?
What side of the ball?
Offense.
I wasn't here with him last year, so I don't care.
And this is about all of the storylines for facing Baker and Carolina week 1.
Cade York.
No, nope. Good try.
Okay, go ahead, John.
What?
During my lunch hour, I listened to 92.3 The Fan, and they hit
But
all
it wasn't offense, right?
no, Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, Jacoby. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
That makes sense.
All right, this last one is an easy one. The first thing I said was, you guys didn't like the haircut, so you're trading me?
Ooh, I did not hear that one at all.
He's on the wait.
He was a player that was traded here.
Oh, Jarvis or no, traded here. Okay. Traded here.
Oh. Is it Winovich?
Chase Winovich.
Yeah.
After being traded to the Browns for, what's his name, Mac.
The only reason I got that is
Mac
because you
Wilson.
said the haircut, because I know they made a big deal about him getting his haircut. I don't know why.
Yeah. He said he had a dream that he had his hair cut his hair. 3 days later, he got traded. First thing he said to the Patriots was, "You guys are trading me? You don't like my haircut?"
Yeah.
That's must have been a slow sports day.
That's the last of the slides. So the first slide that I put up today was our draft class. Who stands out to you? We've already talked about Cade York. Are you guys looking for anything from anyone else? We got David Bell, Emerson, Alex Wright, Perion Winfrey, Jerome Ford, Michael Woods, the wide receiver, Isaiah Thomas, the defensive lineman, and Dawson Deaton, who's already injured.
He's out for the season.
Out for the season. Off backup OL. The ones that are listed second on the depth chart were, Cade York obviously is listed first. Emerson is listed second. Alex Wright second. David Bell is listed like kind of third as the third wide receiver. Perion Winfrey did make the team. I wasn't sure. He was having a rough preseason, but he'll be backing up on the tackle line.
Are they going to line David Bell up in the slot? Is that the plan? Anyone?
I think so.
Yeah, he's not an outside receiver, so yeah, I think obviously yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming it'll be Cooper and Peoples-Jones and then sprinkled in David Bell. Are we shocked that Anthony Schwartz made the team?
No, it was. You're not going to cut him.
I mean, how much rope do you have to give a guy?
I mean, it doesn't say much for the guys that didn't make the team that actually caught the ball, but he had he's shown some promise in him, and he had a great game against Kansas City. If everyone remembers that, it's just, I don't know what this year he's just it's all between his ears. I think he has the ability. I don't know how he's getting in his own way.
Got the yips.
Yeah, I would like to think that's
Schwartz be with you.
Hey, Spalding, I think you have to let me share the screens. That might be the problem.
Okay, you're still working on the slides. Listen, David Bell has to contribute. They don't have any other receivers.
So we're looking at what? Peoples-Jones, Mari Cooper, Schwartz.
Cooper's good. And Njoku, don't forget. I mean, he's not a wideout, but
Michael Woods.
expect a lot of balls to go to Njoku and Bryant.
Yeah.
Woods look good in camp, so I heard.
And
yeah, for the first part.
In the slot, they'll have Bell and Felton, right?
Yeah, I mean, Bell is, allegedly like a Landry type guy, a little bit bigger, but possession guy. So you always need one of those.
Yeah.
Go a little old school here. He a guy that just catches everything, but it's only 7 yards. Brian Brennan.
Yeah, I mean, you need guys like that for sure, definitely. So, who are the other? Alex Wright actually impressed me in camp.
Yeah, he looked good. Flashed a couple games.
EP on defense. Same thing with Emerson.
Oh man, that grab
Physical.
where he did that pick six and just kind of took it from the dude's hands was awesome.
I got the pick six. That was great. Some good draft picks.
Jerome Ford might be okay.
Ford's good.
They got him what?
They kept all those running backs. Too.
He's they got him what, 4th on the depth chart, which is surprising to keep 4 backs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what they're thinking there because they kept Felton.
And they put him as the primary kick and punt returner on the depth chart.
Which they had to because of, unfortunately, Jakeem Grant goes down. But the Ernest, Kareem, Chubb, Ford, Felton. I don't know. Whatever.
Is anyone concerned with our what are we on now? Our 7th center, Mr. Ethan Posick from Seattle?
Yes.
Anyone concerned about that? I mean, he's got a few years in the league, doesn't he?
You have to be concerned. The guy has like 40 starts.
Yeah.
Half year's worth of starts.
We're going to be relying heavily on our guards. Is what's his name going to take a step this year? Our left tackle.
He has to.
If he can stay
Willis.
Stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy.
Ray
Cedric Wills he's gotta stay healthy. I mean, on the one hand, you're filling in, Joe Thomas, his position, first ballot Hall of Famer. But oh my goodness, you got to just stay healthy.
Easier said than done for some guys.
We'll see.
I know.
He's got to take the next step this year. Raymond says Bell was the Big Ten wide receiver of the year. A couple of wide receivers from Ohio State went drafted ahead of him. He expects big things from Bell this year.
Well, Olave and I mean, come on, those guys were just absolutely phenomenal.
Well,
but Bell should. I mean, he had
super productive.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the show, I said Brian Brennan. That's the guy. He's just going to catch those 7-yard balls.
I think Jarvis Landry is the comparison, honestly. He's that guy. He'll catch everything for you. He'll make a couple plays. He's not going to bust an 80-yarder down the field or take the top off the D, but he'll catch everything and be reliable.
Yep, fair enough.
Reliability. Availability and reliability, the two keys to football.
The best ability is availability.
There you go. Availability and reliability.
I can only go by what I see.
Jimmy, are you a little torn this week on the game? Because I know you were the head of the Baker Bros fan club for a while
I'm
there.
not one of those guys. Once you're off my team, that's it. I don't root for you anymore.
And man, and let's be honest. There were at one point that might not have been last season, but there was a time when we all were on that bandwagon because we look like a football team.
I still think he's going to have a good NFL career, but I'm not rooting for him.
I just didn't know if you were secretly.
And certainly not rooting for him against the Browns. So it's
okay.
Not clear.
I don't want to see any Facebook posts Sunday at about 4:00 going, "I told you so, assholes."
Nope, that is not me.
All right, so get your predictions in for this game. We're going to talk about this game. Carolina has a tough defense.
Really? We're already to the predictions?
Well, we got to do this one, and then we got to talk through the schedule.
Oh, man, okay. All right, go ahead. Somebody go.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to go through a lot of paper tonight.
I'm going to get another Beast Light here.
But no, we don't have to do our predictions for this game right now. We're just going to talk about it.
And for the fans at home, I apologize. I don't know why this will not let me share the screens.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And like he said, Tom,
won't
let him share the screen.
On your Zoom, here we go. Right. On your Zoom window, do you have a green share screen button?
Yes.
What? I have it turned on. You should just hit it.
It's only telling me Dropbox, Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive. That's it.
Try Google Drive.
Jimmy had to stop and get a piece of pizza.
No,
and some beer.
DiGiorno's, James.
I'll come over and check out your computer at another time. We won't worry about the slides tonight.
Hey,
Verde's Italian Deli, right by my house.
Should we all say hi to Crystal? Crystal just came up here. Oh, she's got a towel on her head.
I survived the shock.
Uh-oh. Well, is that all she has on? we might get more viewers, or we might get less.
All right, so we're gonna do this backwards. We're gonna skip Carolina for now. What do you guys think we're gonna be? Our record's gonna be when Watson plays.
Well, why don't we? How about we rephrase the question? Does anybody think we'll still have a chance by the time Watson plays, or will we just be out of it?
I do.
Or should we just say final predictions?
Barring health, I do.
I think we have a chance.
Okay. You're thinking we got to be around 5 and 6. We have to be 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
And
I think with the first 4 games, we can be 3 and 1.
I think 5 and 6 would put you there where you need to be.
You have to be 5 and 6. I think
because you got 3 division games in the last 6, right? Okay, so the AFC North, I think it's going to be tight.
Oh, it's going to be tough.
You know,
it's going to be. I think one of the better things that's going to happen is don't the Steelers square off against the Bengals week 1? Somebody's already going a game down in the division. I love it. Whoever put that schedule together was a genius.
That's why I think I don't see anybody running away with the division. I really don't.
So we have all 3 of our divisional games in there. We have Falcons, Jets, Chargers, Patriots, Dolphins, Bills, and Bucks.
You know what I heard? I heard Mariota's a bum numerous times from a certain person.
Terrible.
He isn't he?
He's a bum. Well, then, okay. So is he? Do we see the kid? Their big draft pick they took this year by week 4. If he's that bad,
who did they end up taking?
Some fucking kid. I don't know his name. Everybody's waiting for just to see when he's going to take the reins. So I will. If I may interject, I will be present at that game. This year's game is the Atlanta Falcons at Atlanta Falcons.
Hot Atlanta. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Can we beat Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill?
That's the Dolphins. You got to beat the Dolphins. Come on. Sorry.
Are we going through this week by week, game by game?
No, I'm just asking.
Okay.
Well,
we can.
Let's do a quick schedule game, week by week.
All right, we'll skip Carolina. We'll end at them. Jets.
Win.
Okay. Well, you guys want me to document these?
Yes, sure.
Ooh. All right. You got to give me a second to write. Just give me 1 second to write here. Okay. Starting with the Jets. Jets, Jets. We got a win for John, a win for Jimmy. Sturmack?
The Jets win.
And that's even 4 thumbs up there.
Joe Flacco is not doing anything.
Where we at next?
Steelers, Thursday night.
Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky.
The pride of Mentor, Ohio.
We're going to win. We're going to win.
John, I got to win. Jimmy?
Win.
All right. Sturmack?
At home, I'm going to say win.
Okay. I'm going to say loss.
So if it was in Pittsburgh, you would
Boo!
say
I'm just saying it.
Boo.
All right.
I know. I hate to say it, but I'm that, because what do we got after that? Hotlanta, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, I think you guys were all predicting at this point. It looks like you're all predicting we're going to be 4-0.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Wow.
Oh no, I haven't picked Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
we haven't picked Carolina yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Falcons is a win.
Okay.
We can always come back to that.
You can bank on that.
Jimmy?
Wait, what game now?
Atlanta Falcons at Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, that's a win. Browns.
Okay. Sturmack?
Atlanta Falcons win.
Okay. Next on the schedule, John?
Chargers.
Ooh, on the road or at home? We're at home against them,
I think it's
right?
home. I think. We don't have the slides up, so I can't tell.
It'd be nice.
That's a loss.
I don't know why. I cannot not write San Diego. I'm sorry.
That is a drubbing.
Okay, Chargers. John's got that for a loss. Jimmy, he's got the big L. Sturmack?
Loss.
Okay, and all right.
Justin Hebert.
What's next?
Pats.
Home or away?
Home.
I don't have the schedule in front of me. Sorry. John, what say you? Spalding.
That's a loss.
Ooh, a loss at home to the Pats, huh?
Yeah.
Jimmy says the big W. Foot?
Bill Belichick does not lose to the Cleveland Browns. Loss.
Not since Peyton Hillis.
Okay, what's next, fellas?
Ravens. The Flock.
What is it?
The Flock. Ravens.
The shitty rat bird.
That's a home game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
John Spalding.
That's a win.
Okay. Jimmy. Ooh. Foot.
Loss.
Okay. Where we at?
Bengals.
Bengals.
The Bengals.
Bungle.
Is that a Monday nighter? Don't we have a Monday nighter somewhere squeezed?
Yeah, we do.
Is it against the Bengals? Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
but I don't know if it's that night or if it's a different one.
Home or away?
Is it home or away? We don't know.
Oh, come on. Look at the slides.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll just bring up.
It's home. A Monday nighter.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
That's a loss.
Really?
Okay. All right, Jimmy.
Jimmy, you already have them going like 7-0.
I guess that's like a W.
You already.
We have Monday night against the Bengals, October 31st, Halloween night.
Yep. And
that's a good game to go to right there.
What says you there, John Sturmack?
I'm going to pick one or the other that they beat the Bengals. I think they go 50-50, so I'm going to say loss.
Ooh.
Yeah, come on. They got the Bengals number. And they're
All right. Then we got
We're going to get them in Cincinnati.
Then we got the bye week. So coming out of the bye week, we got Miami.
and Deshaun can
Hey,
come
what did
back.
you have me down for the Ravens?
That you have them. You have that. You said win.
Yeah, okay, that's what.
That's in Baltimore.
All right.
Dolphins is a win.
Fish.
You're gonna win on the road in Miami, right? What are you saying? Jimmy says win. Foot.
Win.
Okay. All right. Then we are at Buffalo. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
We're going to get smoked.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. What's his fuck is Josh Allen's pretty good. Foot?
Yeah, I'll pick loss.
Buffalo. I'm going out on a limb. Give me a W for the Browns.
Wow, the upset of the season. And then at home versus the one and only, if he's still alive, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So they will be 5-5 at this point, according to me. And it could go either way. We'll see.
Well, you didn't. Are you saying so? You're saying there's a loss to Tampa Bay or a win?
I haven't said that yet.
Okay, because you don't. You didn't pick the Carolina game, so I don't know where you're going to go 5-5. But I'm assuming
If you can guess with math.
You're saying we're going to lose to Carolina. Okay, I'm putting you down for an L right there.
And Tampa Bay could go either way. I think for right now, I'm going to call it a loss, but that we'll see at that point.
Okay, Jimmy.
It's in Tampa.
No, it is. It's home. 1:00 game at home against Tampa Bay.
You know what? Give me a win.
What?
Loss.
Okay, coming out of that is the big.
He has played pretty badly in Cleveland Stadium a few times.
Who has?
Brady.
Oh man, this is the one. This is the one right here. The very next game, the very next week, on the road in Houston. What would be, if everything is according to plan and he behaves himself and is good behavior and he gets pardoned, Deshaun Watson's first game back in his former hometown, I guess. John says win right there. Oh, we got 2 wins.
Can I do it? Easy win?
You can do. Oh, we got 3 wins, and I am gonna say that's also a win there because
the Texans are fucking good.
They're struggling almost at every position. If you can name 4 starting offensive players on that team, I'll give you a donut.
I can't. I can't.
What's his name? Mac Wills, somebody quarterback Mills. I don't even know.
Davis Mills.
There you go. Davis Mills. Don't even Mac Jones and Davis Mills. I get them confused all the time. But I still, at this point, I don't know who their starting running back is. I think it's a rookie now named Priest that they drafted this year. Supposed to be hot stuff. Only time will tell. Following up with the Houston game, we are at Cincinnati. That is at this time, it's just scheduled to be a just plain old 1 o'clock game.
That's going to be a shootout.
It's going to be a shootout.
We're going to win it on a field goal.
Wow. He didn't even hesitate. He already knew. Jimmy? All right. Some of you guys got a sweep in the Bengals this year.
You've done it before?
Foot?
Just as early as last year.
Awesome.
And Foot has us losing to them both games. That's a shame.
Yeah, he buys into all the hype from them making the Super Bowl last year.
They'll be on a hangover. It happens. And then we are at home.
Their offensive line blows.
Having a good kicker.
On the 18th of December, we are at home against the Ratbirds.
You got to figure that Lamar's going to be hurt by then.
You're giving him you're giving him 14, 15 weeks of health, and then he's hurt.
I can't just keep choosing win. I'm going to say loss there.
Okay. Foot?
Win.
Okay.
Beat the Ratbirds.
Oh, man. Then we have Jameis Winston and the Saints come to town on a Saturday game, Christmas Eve.
Why did they do that? God, it's so stupid.
Jarvis Landry. The return of Jarvis Landry.
They're pretty stacked at wide receiver and running back. I don't know what to tell you. Jameis Winston's going to throw 9 picks if he's still playing by then. What do you say, Foot?
Browns win.
Winston will also throw for 400 yards along with the 5 picks.
Oh, wow. And then I didn't even know this. We are New Year's Day. If you guys, if you don't feel like going anywhere, we're away against the Redskins because I'm not calling them the Washington football team or the fucking Commanders.
I might go.
Like, you're going to Washington?
You're going to go to Washington?
Huh? Don't leave at noon. Don't leave at noon like you do for a Browns game.
This is win, not Washington. Win.
Is that Carson Wentz?
Yes.
Hey, what said you, Jimmy?
W.
Okay, Foot?
Win.
Okay, the last game of the regular season, the 8th of January at Pittsburgh. And at that time, John says win. Jimmy says win.
That should secure our playoff spot.
Foot says
the place where coaches go to die.
Really, Pittsburgh?
He's going to say win.
They've only had the same coach.
It's got to be win. I'm going the opposite of everything against my bones. Give him a win.
Okay, let's revisit that this week's matchup. We got John. Obviously, he kind of tipped his hand there when he said he was 5-5 at one point, even though we'd only been through 9 games. John's got the Panthers as winning this Sunday. Any particular reason why you went that way?
You can see our track record with season openers. They, I still don't see them as a very disciplined team with their fouls and with penalties, and they're just Brissett and company did not appear ready to play or ready to do anything in that third preseason game.
Because those so much. All right, that's good.
They just didn't appear. They didn't appear like they were ready, but a lot of the starters didn't play. We didn't see our defensive ends. We didn't see our wide receivers that much. Didn't see our running backs. So
David Njoku.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be tough.
Jimmy, what say you and why?
I'm going to say Panthers for one reason only. Browns haven't won an opener since Jeff fucking Garcia was the quarterback. Okay?
18 years ago, 2004 that was.
They did tie once, but they haven't won since Jeff Garcia. So until they do, I guess I will pick against the Browns, which is going to be the longest week of our lives if we lose.
Ray, Tommy, Liz, get your predictions in for this week's game.
But yeah,
Don's so you're going with the loss, and it's only because the Browns haven't shown you that they can actually win.
and we don't have a good track record on season openings.
Right. I'm with you 100%.
This team, I don't know.
John Sturmack, what is your prediction for this Sunday's game? And give us a brief synopsis as why you're going with that.
Normally.
All right, that's perfect. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Everybody have a good night.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Normally, I would go with conventional wisdom, which Jimmy is going with, and that is you're 0-18. You stink. You always lose the opener. However, I'm going to go against conventional wisdom this year and say the Browns win the opener.
I hope so.
Myles Garrett, JOK,
Yeah.
those guys are not losing a Baker. They have said all week, oh, it's just about the Panthers versus the Browns. Bull crap.
Which is bullshit.
They want a piece of Baker, and they're going to get it. And although normally I would say, hey, until you prove it, just like the Browns winning at the Steelers, until you prove it, I can't pick against you. But I'm going with the Browns.
Are they still mad that he decided not to play the last game of the season last year?
I think some guys are, because they asked someone about that this week. I can't remember who the player.
They asked
John
Johnson,
and he said, and you know what he said? He said, I was banged up. I was out there.
That was John Johnson. And you know what?
like
those
that.
guys, they're freaking human. They want a piece of somebody who disbanded them. Baker neglected them week 17 of last year.
Well, you know,
week 16, but week 17 against the Steelers, when you're out of the playoffs, all of a sudden, oh, I'm hurt. Now, those guys, they want a piece of him.
You know, and there's probably enough guys in that locker room that were sitting there saying, why in the fuck is he even out there if he's hurt?
Right.
He's killing us. He's killing us.
And then the last game of the season, now you want to take yourself out?
He decides when he plays. He decides. Not the coaches. He decides when he plays and when he doesn't.
Well, I know, Jimmy. I understand that you love him. We understand that you love him.
We had to watch that all last season, him deciding to play.
Yeah, him deciding to handcuff the team, essentially, if you were to ask me. I actually agree with everybody so far. It's hard to choose this game. I think the Browns at this point are now what? 2-point dogs, 2.5-point dogs, maybe?
I think it's 2.5 right now.
Yeah, the line started at 4. It's gone all the way down to 1, and it's back up to 2.5. On the road, I get it. First week of the season is sloppy. I think it's a low-scoring game. I think our defense keeps us in this game only because they know his tendencies, and when Baker gets excited, he overtries, he makes mistakes.
Against me. I want
USA.
And
USA.
He always has a handful of batted balls.
He has a handful of batted balls. I think he's going to have a handful of
in the pocket.
Now, if the Panthers are smart, they're going to do everything they possibly can to get him to release the ball in less than 3 seconds with 3-step
it's going to be a McCaffrey fest.
A lot of McCaffrey screens, bubble screens to the outside.
That is something that we have never defended in 20 years.
Yeah, they have some very they have arguably one of probably top 5, not top 10 receiver in the league, DJ Moore.
And their defense is good. Their defense is I don't think they're getting as much credit as they should. They've lost some players. They've gained some players. Now, their offensive line, from what I understand, and especially the guy that's going to be lining up across from Myles Garrett, is going to be shitting egg rolls. He's going to have his hands full all day, but if they're just going to avoid that by getting rid of the ball before he can even get back there, you know, if our DBs can stay and not give him a target to throw the ball too quick.
Yeah, they will.
We can't play this 7-8 yards off the man. Get up in his face. Don't even give him a chance to release it before somebody's got him around the ankles. It's a sack. I think we get 4 sacks in this game at least. A pick 6. I got the Browns winning this one in a close one, 19-16. Vegas, you could take your 2.5 points and sorry.
Foot.
All right.
Do you guys want your tallies? Because everybody threw them out there so quick. Give me a second, please. Talk amongst yourselves.
And if you're watching live, make sure you get your predictions in for this week's game. The winner of the predictions at the end of the season gets a Browns plaque. So make sure you put who you think is going to win and what you think the score will be. I am going back to the score because I didn't give it. It is going to be 14-13 Panthers.
I didn't give mine either. I'm going to say.
Well, I didn't get to that page yet.
Okay.
I'm still doing the tally page. Hold on a second.
We got a couple in here. We got Tommy says 38-10 Browns.
Okay, hold on. Don't be screaming those out yet.
Oh, all right.
38 against the Panthers. But
we got some doozy comments in here.
I hope so.
I can imagine.
We got some headlines in here already. Let me know when you're ready.
Come on, let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Well, here we go. Says he's not ready yet.
I'm still tallying up you guys.
Oh.
You changed my week 1 to
Well,
Browns?
I had them at 5-6 and then 6-0. So that would be 11-6. Is that my math right?
Jimmy, do you want to change that? You got 1 second here. You want to?
No, I'll keep the Panthers.
Okay.
Keep Panthers.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This surprises me, given especially where
Jimmy has them going 13-3.
Jimmy has them going 12-5.
12-5.
Yeah, he has them at 8-3 before Deshaun Watson even comes back. I think, or maybe, I'm sorry, 7-3.
7-4, you mean?
7-4.
You have them at
games.
7-3 going into week 11.
Okay.
Oh, well, you got to count the Carolina game in there.
Yeah. So he's got them at 12-5. I like what Jimmy. That's playoffs right there. I don't care what anybody says. That's winning the division. 12-5. Sturmack, surprisingly, I thought his would be a little different, but he has him going 11-6 as well as John. My scores, my predictions weren't really as close as you guys. I'm sorry to say.
9-8.
I got them going 8-9, unfortunately, because I just don't see us being at where we need to be by the time Deshaun Watson comes back. A little bit of rust probably there, and losing some close games, unfortunately. And I don't think it's going to be his fault necessarily, as much as I think at that point Stefanski's going to be in his own way again, and just play calling is going to be abysmal. We're not going to be sticking with the run. He's going to want Deshaun to throw it all over the fucking yard.
Is a problem.
I hope he has a little bit better of an offensive identity than we did last year. That was horrendous.
He has to. I mean, not only are you allowing a player to play who dictates when he is and isn't hurt enough to stay off the field, but then you're letting him throw it all over the yard 35 times a game? What the fuck? When you have arguably the best running back core in the NFL.
And you couldn't keep a wide receiver who would have ended up being the MVP of the Super Bowl had he not gotten injured. His dad puts out videos of him being wide open and Baker not getting him the ball.
Who, oddly enough, at this point, if I'm wrong, someone please correct me, is a freaking free agent.
Supposedly the Rams are keeping his locker warm.
Odell is a free agent.
Yeah,
He's injured, though. He's not going to be back till half the season. Because he got injured in the Super Bowl, so.
Right, so when would he...
He's running, he's working out.
Yeah, when's he going to be ready to play, Jim? Halfway through the season.
Is he coming back in week 11 when Deshaun Watson's coming back?
In the Super Bowl.
He ain't coming back here.
If he doesn't get injured in the Super Bowl, he was the MVP.
That's February.
Change my mind.
It's at least 8 months.
So sir,
Probably November.
Anybody want to argue that point with me? No?
No.
If he does not get
Everyone
injured in the
knows
Super
that.
Bowl, he's the
Oh,
MVP.
no, the
right.
Lions. Jameson Williams got hurt with Alabama, and they said he's going to be back in a couple weeks. So.
All right, here's some predictions because we got to get out of
you
here.
have to remember, for Odell, it's not about what the doctors or the trainers or anybody else says. It's when God tells him it's time to get on the field.
Yeah, like last year, we had to wait until Game 3.
Because that's when God said it was
Stefanski
okay.
was mad about that, too.
All
right, Raymond Hupp says 26-24
Wait a minute.
Browns.
Whoa, man. Ray says 26-24. Boy, there's a lot of fireworks.
Baker lays an egg. Panthers defense scores 14.
Panther? Okay. So you had some other predictions come rolling in.
Tom Pickett. Tom P says 27-17 Browns win, running up their ass. Baker throws 3 picks and gets sacked 6 times.
I'll take it.
Liz, 17-20. Browns are going to win this one. Progressive can make his funeral commercial.
Ooh.
You're supposed to read.
Way to go, Liz.
First. That's 17-20.
Tommy P. 38-10. Browns win.
Thank you.
Wow, 38-10. I think that's Tom Sr., isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
And Glenn. Last year's winner yet to pick up his plaque. Call me. Browns 13, Panthers 6.
That's more like it.
I miss Glenn. I know you guys all hate him, but I miss him.
Well, he doesn't like the time we broadcast. Family stuff.
Doesn't mean I don't miss him.
I know, me too.
I don't know why he has 17 N's in his name, but that's beyond me. I don't know. Jimmy, what say you? I know you were screaming it earlier.
He's a good audience member.
What was I screaming about?
We don't know.
Your final, your prediction for the final score. I know I got Spalding at 14 to. Spalding came in at 14-13. Browns lose. A heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
I picked the Panthers, so let's go Panthers 21, Browns 17.
Okay.
Actually 20. 21-20 Panthers.
Well, come on. 21-20. Boy, that's a real heartbreaker right there.
I hope not, but that's my prediction.
Actually, 2019 would be a good heartbreaker because,
John Sturmack, how do you feel about this week's contest? I know you have the Browns winning, but what's your score prediction?
I should not, in any way, shape, or form, pick the Browns.
You already did.
I haven't won an opener in 18 years.
You already did. You already picked
I'm going to say Browns 24, Panthers 13.
I hope John is right. John is right.
I find it, like I said, I got the Browns winning this one 19-13. I don't know that for the first 6 and I hope I'm wrong, 6 weeks of the season that this team's going to average more than 20 points a game. Their defense is going to have to really keep them in games. I don't think we're blowing anybody out of the water, that's for sure.
And grind out the clock with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Right.
That's it.
Keep the other team off the field.
I'd love to see them put up 38 on anybody. I just don't know how they're going to do it. It's not when you're hopefully running the ball the majority of the day.
They will week 12.
They just don't have the weapons at receiver or quarterback position to put up that many. Don't.
No, I get Brissett's a journeyman. He's been in the league for years. He's played on X amount of teams. He's started. He's done it. But Brissett is not the most mobile guy. I think they will limit him to probably 15 yards and under will be his longest passes. Now that keeps that's great.
That's all you need from your backup.
That's what you hope for. That's what the best you can hope for is 10 to 12 yards a crack. Let's run the ball 5-6 yards every time would be ideal in everybody's world.
Career-wise, Brissett, 36 touchdowns, 17 picks. So it's not as bad as people think.
The important thing is week 1.
That's a 2-to-1 ratio. That's pretty decent.
Okay, week 2. The home opener, corned beef sandwiches and matzo ball soup for the Jets.
Oh, okay.
Everybody join us.
Right.
I got food week 1.
Week 2.
Woo! Week 1.
Well,
Week 2.
technically week 2.
Home opener week.
That's
All right,
outstanding.
Thanks for tuning in for episode 1, season 6 of Wednesday Night Quarterbacks.
Season 6?
Yeah.
Hey, here's the question that's been on everybody's mind. Are we going to do some interviews this year, John?
I think we are.
Yeah, you have to.
I think we are. We got to get some fresh ones. But for now, we're not. We're going to watch Easy Dog in the Muni lot. And we will see you all next Wednesday, hopefully with some slides. I'm going to bring John his plaque and show him how to screen share on Zoom. And we will see you all next Wednesday.
That's DJ Contra.
8-Ball Entertainment live at Eddie Z's. What's that say on the back of your shirt? We got Easy Dogs tailgate. Let's go find Angry Dog. We can do an interview with Angry Dog.
The pig cooker.
For the pig, folks. That's how they do the pig on this side. By the way, I think we're having hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Get over here. Don't be shy. Come on. Questions are easy. They're not. That's DJ Contra.
8-Ball Entertainment live at Eddie Z's. What's that say on the back of your shirt? We got Easy Dogs tailgate. Let's go find Angry.
On the south side of Lake Erie, there's a place called Cleveland Town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns.